He is right, ladies and gentlemen, with saying false. However, the
Blanket is more
overstretch.
reasonable. The pillow's too much. If you're covering your face with a pillow, you're taking it too far. I don't know how you do that. That's a lot. What was the date? November what?
November 17, 2006. Oh, when you live in the Midwest, like our winters could get really, really bad. So I would prefer not to freeze today.
You are now watching the Westmoreland Bros podcast. All right, welcome back to the Westmoreland Bros podcast, Kennedy.
What's up, man? Welcome back. Appreciate you missing an important activity to be here. I'm not gonna stay with activity because they listen.
Yeah, there we go. Of course, man. I wouldn't miss this for anything. Almost anything.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, I don't want Jayla and Maya to get mad at me if I missed the podcast for my daughter's birthday or something. Yeah. Did you see those comments or no?
I didn't. That's why I gotta go look. You told me the other day. I
Yeah,
gotta go look
no,
at the
don't
comments.
yeah, yep. Jayla, McKenna, or not McKenna. Jayla and Maya got on my heels about the
As they
LeBron
should.
interesting.
As they
Anyway,
should.
there's a question I saw on the internet the other day.
I
Very
did my
simple.
daughter's birth over LeBron James. You know what I mean? We'll keep it at that. We don't gotta ask about nobody else. That's what the question was.
About
So what were you
over
gonna-
Steph Curry?
What were you gonna say though? You
Over
said
Steph
what?
Curry?
What were you gonna say?
Interesting. Keep that in mind, people. So there's a very easy question on the internet the other day. Just want to know your thoughts on it though. It said, would you rather have no AC in the summer or no heat in the winter? I feel like we've all kind of talked about this before, but what are your thoughts on that? Which one would you rather have or not have?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that was it. I'd rather not have AC in the summer.
Okay, why?
Cause, bro, I'm not trying to freeze to death, and you. I'm not trying to freeze to death. And when you don't have AC, you can still have other things like fans and stuff. And it's the same thing. Somebody's gonna be like, well, in the winter you could have a heater you just plug in the wall or whatever, or you plug in the outlet. That's true. In my experiences, though, I'm more comfortable sleeping through a night with the fan on than with something kicking out heat that could catch on fire. That's just my experience. Fans also have worked better in my experience. Those heaters be cool, but I don't feel like the air be flowing like it do with the fan. The fan pushing air around. The heat, it be like, oh, I feel it on my feet. Like, you know what I mean? You don't really feel it on your face too much. Maybe I bought the wrong ones, but that's my experience. So, and plus, in the winter, it's just worse. I think living in Wisconsin, you just know, or I just say Midwest in general, because Midwest gets bad winters. So when you live in the Midwest, like our winters could get really, really bad. So I would prefer not to freeze to death. I've been in situations like that, and it's also a headache because then you got animals. If you got a dog or cat, you got to worry about them being too cold. Because
That's
animals
true.
can, especially domestic animals like the dogs and cats we have, bro, they can freeze to death. As simple as that. So I'd rather have them be fine in the winter and then in the summer have the windows open some days, have a fan going. It just is more. I feel like it's just more. It's easier to deal with when you don't have air conditioning. You know.
Yeah, I was thinking about the other side of it, the other argument to it, and I think the best thing you said was the animals part. Because I was like, in the winter, you can just layer up, like, because I love, being under 2 layers of blankets wrapped up in the winter. It's like very relaxing sleeping in cold. I'd rather sleep in the cold than sleep in the heat. It's much easier to fall asleep in the cold. But then you brought the animals into it. I'm thinking about terror. And if I'm not mistaken, bearded dragons are from Australia. So it's like when I think about him not having heat for the winter, he's not gonna survive. It would be brutal.
Yeah.
So the animals factor, I think, is probably the biggest.
I mean, with
biggest
Terra
thing in
though,
that.
he would have heat though, because you just do a lamp over him. So even though it's gonna be cold
True.
around him, you could just buy him maybe an extra lamp, or maybe I think they have like the pads you could put on like the side of the cage to even keep it heated. So with
true.
Terra, that's a little more.
But does
that's
that
a little
count though?
easier.
Because it says no heat in the winter. That you just said heat.
Nah, well, I'm counting I'm not counting that. I'm counting like the main source. I'm counting like a furnace or something. I'm counting the AC. Like,
So
you know
Terra's
what I
good
mean?
either way.
Yeah, Terra would be fine because you could plug his light in the outlet. It's just like I said, we plug in fans to the outlet, we plug in the heaters to the outlet. Those I'm counting that we could still use.
But people have also made the argument. They say in the winter you can layer up, like I said, but in the summer there's only so much you can take off. Like, well, eventually you'll be naked and then you'll still be hot. So what are you gonna do then?
Well, in the summer it's nice because you got activities you can do, jump in a pool or whatever. You got stuff to do, stay in the shade. Like you just gotta figure it out. It's like that's the argument with both of them because I'm not somebody in the winter. I like to. It's nice sleeping in the cold. You get some blankets. I don't want to have like a lot of clothes on though. And the problem that I've had, literally, I've dealt with this issue. It's living, sleeping in the cold in the winter for a few days, and it's horrible. Cause then you could take care. Rocco, stop. You could take care of your whole body and whatnot, but your face, it's like I can't put a blanket over my face and sleep because it's like I'm suffocating myself. Or
Yeah.
pillows. Some people can do that, and it's crazy. I don't know how
Yeah,
they can.
no, I don't
I
know.
can't. So my face is gonna be cold, and that's how I get sick. So now in the winter, I feel sickness in my nose. I'm not trying to deal with all that. I'd rather deal with being too hot than in that situation where I gotta layer up so much, and then I can't cover my face, and I'm gonna get sick. And I can wear a mask, but then I'm breathing weird, and now it's getting hot in here, and my nose might be running now. Like it's all
Yeah.
the complications, man. But I looked up just to make sure you were right. Bearded dragons are native to Australia. I actually didn't know that, so that's pretty cool. That's dope. I've already had a
That's
taste of Australia for my whole life. I didn't even know,
yeah,
man.
that's why he loves the heat. And Australia is way hotter than any place we lived at. So it's like this man he really needs the sun. Like that's why when we're outside, he'll literally look up and just stare directly into the sun. Like it's just in his blood to do something like that. No, that's a good point. I think the blanket is more reasonable. The pillow's too much. If you're covering your face with a pillow, you're taking it too far. I don't know how you do that. That's a lot. I mean, maybe I've done that once for like a second. I don't know, but there's no way I can sleep like that. That is insanity. I don't know if I personally know anybody that does that. That's like a movie type behavior.
Bro,
I don't know normal people that do that.
the family I used to kick it with a lot, right? The family I used to kick it with a lot. It's big family, you know. I'm not gonna say it like that last name or whatever, but big family I used to kick it with. I slept at their house when I was younger, and I go up the stairs and I see one of the brothers sleeping. And bro, I'm like, is he dead, bro? Because no cat, bro. Had pillows, oh pillows, not just one. He had at least two, maybe three, but like two pillows over his face, and he just knocked out. I'm like, is he dead? But like he faithfully to this day sleep like that, bro. And I'm just
Oh no,
like, what? Like
absolutely not.
crazy, bro.
Tara
Crazy.
sleeps like that too, though. Like I can wrap Tara up in a little blanket or a shirt or
Oh yeah,
whatever.
he loves that.
He
Yeah.
knocked. He don't care. He does not care. He just loves to sleep.
You know, I never Rocco sleep on blankets, but I don't think I've ever really had him in a blanket. He's too goofy, man.
He is. He play. That's a
He's
good
too
word. That is a good
yeah.
word for him. He is goofy. That's
He's
a
just
great
too
word.
goofy,
Yeah.
bro. He can't take nothing serious. Even when you
No.
wanna
Oh my
just cuddle
god.
with him like a normal dog, he'll cuddle for a minute and then start
No.
like falling, laying on his back. So you start rubbing his belly, and all of a sudden, after 5 to 15 seconds, he just gets so hyper. You start to see his teeth and wonder why. And then all of a sudden, he's trying to play nibble on your
Oh.
hand. It's just like, bro, let me rub your belly like a normal dog. Like,
He gets
let
hyper
me show
way too quick. I don't know what's in his blood. He gets hyper so fast.
I know for sure he has pit in him and he has boxer in him. I don't know about anything else, but it has. I don't know. I gotta get him tested one day. It's that simple. I gotta get him tested just to see because they do that for
Yeah.
dogs. You can get their DNA sample. They can tell you most likely what
Oh,
it is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can do it like a human.
Good to know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that because Rocco's one of a kind, and he's also interesting because like he likes to he I don't know if pits and boxers are like normal hunting dogs. I don't believe they are. They might have
Right.
it in them a little bit, obviously, because I know like they can get active, but I'm talking about specifically hunting dogs where you take them out with you when you go on for a deer or rabbit. The reason I bring this up is because Rocco has gotten a squirrel before, and he loves to go after rabbits. He loves even
He's fast
birds.
enough. He's definitely fast enough.
He's
I'll say
super
that.
fast, super, and super smart. Just like his IQ is good. Like he's there with you. So
Yeah.
even when it comes to birds, I remember I seen this one video on Instagram, and it was a bird on the fence, and then it was a gray pit bull, and he was able to just get on the fence, so his arms were by the bird, and the bird didn't move. It was super comfortable, and then the pit bull just opened his mouth and ate him. You know what I mean? I don't know if he ate him or if he spit him back out, but it was in his mouth, so he probably ate him. And I think
Yeah.
about Rocco with that, but he don't do that with the cat. Like, and the cat be hitting him. Like the other day, he got to her again, and she just whacking him in the face, and like he got little scratches on his nose, but like he don't kill her, and he could like stop back.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
don't kill the cat, and he could. So that's why I kind of want to know what's in him too, just to. He knows some distinction, you know. He like, all right, this
Yeah.
this this little animal lives in the house, and like they pet her, so in his head, okay, she's like me or whatever. Because then
Right.
outside,
It's a
if it's
friend.
another, yeah, if it's outside though, it's over. And even if another dog come up to us, like Rocco, do not play about me. Even I walked him to the corner one time. This dog got loose from this kid letting him off, and Rocco was finna bite him. Like he was not, and the dog wasn't on nothing. The dog was like cool or whatever. But Rocco was just like, I don't know you. You just ran up to us. So I'm gonna get him tested one day, see what that's about. Let's do this, man. I got some true or falses. I got five, as always. Let's see how you do. You know what I mean? Let's see how you do.
5 for 5 today. I promise. Everyone watching, 5 for 5. I promise.
All right, man. You know how I do, bro. Listen to the wording, listen to the numbers, make sure they sound accurate to you. If they sound accurate, you say true. If they don't, you say false. Number one, and I hope my audio picked that up.
It did.
The oldest tree, Methuselah, is 9,800 years old to 10,000 years old. About. That's it. Just simple. Just
I
the oldest tree.
9,800 to 10,000 sounds right. Sounds
Mm.
right.
Okay.
But
Talk to him, Z.
something in me is saying there could be something higher. I don't know. Something in me saying there could be something higher. Like I've heard of a tortoise living 1,000 years before, and trees, they take their time, right? A tree just right. Tortoises, they take their time, but they're a little faster. They can beat a rabbit in a race. A tree can't beat a rabbit in a race, no matter what happens, right? The rabbit will be dead by the time the tree is across the finish line. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing a tree go past 10,000 years. I'm gonna say that's false because I'm gonna say it goes past. You gave me a range, which is risky. That's the risky part. If it was just 9,800, I'd be like, oh, that's false for sure. The range makes it to where it's like, I don't know. Maybe I should say true, but I'm gonna say false. I'm gonna say it goes past 10,000.
He is right, ladies and gentlemen. With saying false. However, the oldest
it's
tree
less?
is the oldest tree is Methuselah, but it is projected to only be 4,800 to 5,000 years old. In
Oh,
California.
okay.
It's I think how you say it is in California. It's a bristlecone pine. So all right, one for one. Number two, this is super random. January 19th is a national holiday, or January 19th is National Popcorn Day.
Is that true or false?
Something random.
Well, we're gonna say true for this one, and it's risky because January 19th is 100% a national holiday. There's a national holiday like every day. There's like 3 a day, really, if we're keeping it in the book. But is it Popcorn Day on that day? And I feel like I saw a post where they were talking about Popcorn Day, and it wasn't anytime recently. It was in the past, and the past is January. So I'm gonna take a gamble. I'm gonna take a gamble and say true on this one. This is very tough because there's 365 days, people. We're gonna take a gamble. We're gonna say true. Come on, man, it's sweet.
He's starting off strong, man. We're gonna see if these next three don't kick him up, though. You know what I mean?
Lord.
Wisconsin has more lakes than Indiana, natural and/or man-made.
This is tough.
This is
This
tough.
is-
I always
this
love.
is tough.
I love doing the state you're from and where you live now. I love doing those.
This is a tough one because. Wait, okay, say the question again just so I don't answer it incorrectly. You said.
Wisconsin has more lakes than Indiana. These are natural lakes and man-made. So anything that Wisconsin considers a lake and anything Indiana has considered a lake, reporting to the government.
This is tough. As a Wisconsinite, right? We know we got Lake Michigan, bro. It's 15 minutes down the street. For Indiana people, they drive like 2-3 hours to Lake Michigan. Why would you ever drive 2-3 hours to see Lake Michigan? It makes no sense to drive 2-3 hours to see Lake Michigan for a Wisconsinite, right? 15 minutes and that's it. So it's like I'm thinking of Wisconsin automatically. It's like you want to say yes because we have a great lake. We don't have a lake. We have a great lake. But it's like, dang, man-made makes it tough because that could be. It could be so, bro. There's so many different lakes. Man-made, bro. I don't know. And
Do you know?
I know northern Wisconsin has a lot too. So it's like, dang. Do I know what?
Do you know what state just off the bat has so many lakes that I forget what they call it, but it just has so many lakes. Do you know what state I'm talking about?
I don't know, Wyoming maybe? I don't know.
You never heard Minnesota has the most lakes or some of the
Never.
most lakes?
Never.
Really? Wow, okay.
I mean, they got 2 Great Lakes, right? Or no?
Yeah, but they got a lot of lakes just like Midwest has a lot of lakes, bro, in general. Between us, Wisconsin, Indiana, Minnesota, it's a lot of lakes. Like, it's a lot of lakes.
I'm gonna say Wisconsin has more. I'm gonna rock with the home team. We'll say true. I think it's true because Wisconsin has more. If that's the answer. If it's unless it's false, Wisconsin has more. All right, whichever one says Wisconsin has more.
Yeah. So that is true. Wisconsin has over 15,000 compared to
15,000?
Yes, bro. Compared to Indiana, I'm glad you didn't say them. They only have about 1,000. So
15,000?
yeah, bro. Alaska is number one. They have over 3 million plus lakes.
What? That's great. I didn't even know that was possible. Lakes?
Yeah. Lakes,
What the
yeah.
heck?
And Minnesota got more than Wisconsin.
I never knew.
But yeah, because like when you started diving and like thinking, bro, you gotta remember, like you said, up north has so much like water, bro. When I've traveled all around this state, I can actually say that because I've been a truck driver. I've worked for the biggest sales companies. I've worked at True Green Out. I've worked at Amazon. I've worked at companies that take me literally everywhere in this state to the smallest towns, bro. Where it's this one town we have in Wisconsin that literally sounds like a Dr. Seuss town. I can't remember what it is, but it was crazy. Anywho, bro, these towns will have the nicest lakes that you'll see. Crystal clear, like it's an ocean, cause ain't nothing out there, bro. It's just them. The community ain't that big, and they surrounded by the freaking forest up there, and don't nobody pollute. Like our biggest thing with Lake Michigan, especially around the city, is the pollution. Like it's just that simple, and whatever they kicking into that. So that was a good one. He's 3 of 3. Let's see if he can get this one. If he don't get this one, I ain't gonna lie, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna lie. This gonna hurt him as this gonna hurt his rep as a child, kind of teenager, because he played this, bro. PS3 was released November 17, 2006. Is that true or false? You should know this like nothing, man.
I don't know. Why would I know?
You should
that?
know
What
it.
the heck?
You should. Oh yeah, that was when Dad.
No,
he had
I
brought
don't.
it.
No,
Wow.
I don't. Why the heck would I? You said PS3? What was the date? November what?
November 17, 2006.
It's a
And I
50-50.
We'll just say it don't even have to be the exact date, but did the PS3 did it come out in the year 2006? You should know that. You should know, or no, it came out in 2008 because I was in whatever grade. You should know this at least, bro. If you
I
don't
should
the
know
year,
that? Why the heck would I know that? I don't remember. I would just say, this is so tough. 2006, bro. I was
just do
9.
that, bro. Figure out when the
I
PS5
was-
and everything came out.
I was not, bro. It's crazy. I don't have PS5, but PS5's been like years now, like 4 or 5 years, I think. So it's like, let's take about 5 years. Okay, so I was 20. So that was 2020. Wait,
No, I was
I'm
28.
28. I'm 28. Yeah. Oh Jesus.
You old? You was like 23.
Okay, I'm 28. So I was 23. That was 2020. Then we'll take off another like. We'll go like 8 years, bro, for the PS4. We'll go 8 years for that, which should make that 2012. And then, oh, well, that's pretty close. Yeah. 06, 2012, 6 years. That's pretty close. We'll say true.
And it's true. Ladies and gentlemen, this last one, he may end up saying is a trick question. He may saying that I switched up over the years because he
Don't.
didn't know that Kobe Bryant was still my favorite all-time player rather than Stephen Curry.
He's
Wardell.
not. He's not.
Zach, this is a simple true or false question about your little brother. So all the years you've known me, 25, my favorite ice cream is
Oh
mint
my.
chocolate chip. True or false? True or false, man? I don't want to hear nothing else besides a true or false. I don't think this one needs any explaining at all, ladies and gentlemen. And he's
Oh
stressed.
no.
Look, he said I can go 5 for 5 today, or I could mess up on my brother's ice cream. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is pure entertainment from the Westmoreland Brothers podcast. Look at that. You see
Oh
his
my
brain in his head. I love
gosh.
this.
I'm so nervous right now. You said mint chocolate chip?
Now, before you say true or false, and because I would hate for you to get this wrong, if you want to discuss out loud what ice creams you've seen me eat over the years, maybe you think, or why you think mint would or wouldn't be, I'd love for a discussion.
I
Unless you're just confident, you're going to say true
I'm
or false.
I'm very nervous right now. I think I know my answer,
Okay.
but another one that came to mind is strawberry for some reason. 'Cause I'm thinking
Strawberry
of
is really good.
the bunny. The bunny with the strawberry. He's on the cover. He's like strawberry chocolate milk. I'm thinking of that. So I'm like strawberry ice cream might be better than that for him.
That
But
bunny
the
is
mint
crazy.
the mint chocolate chip is possible, which is why it's scaring me. Usually people hate it or
He
they love
said
it. And
possible. Of course it's
Eh.
possible.
people either hate it or they love it, and I just don't see you
No,
hating
that's
it.
facts.
I don't see you hating it. So I'm like, oh, if you don't hate it, you gotta love it. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna lock in true. And we're gonna hope we go 5 for 5. We're locking in true.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the results are in. And today, it looks like Zach went 5 for 5.
Let's go! I did.
You did, man. Mix on the chicken is my favorite, man.
Woo! I was scared,
Yes,
but
sir.
strawberry had me worried in the first half.
man.
I'm not gonna
Hey,
lie, strawberry had me worried.
And it's crazy because I knew you would think strawberry, but I knew you wouldn't think of another one. So what I was originally gonna do was I was gonna do my top 3 favorites, but then I'm like, when he hears mint and strawberry, I feel like he's gonna think that's a yes automatic. So I'm like, I gotta do one. Cause I got a top 3 favorite. That's the first one is mint chocolate chip. The second one you may have never heard of is Blue Moon, and then the third one is strawberry. But before mint chocolate chip, like probably as like a younger kid, I would probably say it was strawberry. But
Yeah.
my like throughout my whole life, it's definitely been mint chocolate chip. But yeah, at one point like strawberry, and I think you probably right, it probably did come from the strawberry milk we used to mix up all the time because you always had like regular milk is regular milk. You know what I mean? Cool, whatever. And growing
Right.
up as a kid, it's kind of like you either love or hate that. Some kids love drinking this, other kids just, it's kind of like water to them. It's just like, ugh, what is it? Just nothing. So then we go to chocolate milk. Zach, that was his favorite. That man was a chocolate,
Chocolate milk
milk
is
fiend.
delicious.
Mom just to buy
yes.
I want to say Turbo, but I think it was a different brand. It started with a Tito. Always bought that brand for you. So it's like you had those options. So then when pink milk, when we used to call it, not even strawberry, when pink milk came
Facts.
and that
We
got
call it pink
involved,
milk.
it was like, whoa, what is this? So then you start mixing the pink milk. You like, yeah, I like that pink milk.
Nah, pink milk is busting.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Yeah,
I don't even think about it.
strawberry.
I never think about buying it, but it's just when I think about the flavor, it's just delicious, bro. It's just absolutely
So
delicious.
good.
Honestly, if you would have said strawberry milk, or not strawberry milk, if you would have said the strawberry,
Ice cream.
yeah, I would have picked that. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't even thought of mint chocolate chip. I wouldn't have. Strawberry is the first thing I think of when I think of you. That and orange. I think about orange, the color orange.
Orange. Yeah, and see, that was another thing that like changed throughout my years. Was originally growing up, my favorite color was like orange. I was less than 10 years old, maybe less than 8. But originally it was orange because moms ended up painting my room. Maybe pops too, because they put a lot of work in that house we had.
Man.
So I just say both of them. both of them ended up painting my room orange for that reason. But
Yep.
then it was like right after they did that, for some reason, blue just became my favorite color, and that's been it
Yeah.
since then. But orange is definitely like my second or third because I like the blue and black combo, but I also like orange too because it's these Jordan 4s, man. They black, blue, and orange, my favorite ones that I've never gotten, and I don't know what they're called. I'm not. I like shoes, but I'm not like a fiend. I'm not gonna know all the names, but the
Yeah.
Jordan 4s that are blue, black, and orange, those are fire. And I was like, dang, that's bringing my colors together. And it looked good. It looked good.
I don't even know what shoe you're talking about. I have to see it.
But it's crazy. I used to really, really love shoes, and like now I haven't bought shoes. The last shoes I bought were Skechers. And the reason I bought them was because Zach was in town for a wedding. He only had like a half hour he could work out. And my house was like another 15 minutes away. But Target was right by the gym I go to, like literally 30-second drive. So I had to end up beating Zach to the gym. I think he took a wrong turn. So he was still a little bit behind me. So I just shot to Target, bought some shoes, because all I had was some dress shoes. One thing about dress shoes, those mugs, a lot of them is slippery. I ain't gonna lie. That's just how they made. Like, they
Very,
ain't got too much. They
very
ain't got too
slippery.
much grip. Yeah, they
No
super
grip.
slippery, especially once they get wet too. So I'm just thinking. At first, I was gonna run in them on the treadmill because that's all we was doing that day. Half-hour treadmill, real quick. I was gonna do it, but then I'm like, dog, I'll probably slip off, and I'm like, I ain't trying to hurt myself. And then I'm like, plus the sweat that falls when you run, and I'm like, I ain't trying to have nothing happen. And then I was gonna go in my socks barefoot. I'm like, that's not gonna be good really for my feet and ankles in the long run, doing it against the treadmill like barefoot. So I just shot up to Target, grabbed some like $30. They had like 30 or 40, no cap. I think 40 because I was mad I had to pay 40. I was okay paying 30. I paid 40 for them. And they was decent, but those were the last shoes I bought. And I only wore them that one time. And I don't know when I bought shoes before that. Like, actually even wanted to buy shoes. Like, it's one of them things that fall off. I don't know. And I used to really love shoes. I used to
You
really love
did.
shoes.
Yeah, I never shop. I don't buy anything, let alone shoes. Shoes are expensive too, so it's like I would have to think about it. Couple hundred to buy a pair of shoes that I actually want, not just to have a pair, but something I actually want. So
See, and that's my thing. I don't be wanting nothing. Like,
I
I
don't
just
want
don't
anything.
like. Bro, I could wear the same like few things that I got. Like, keep them washed, clean. Like, I don't. That's what some people close to me, they be like, man, they be annoyed sometimes because they like, you just like wearing white shirts and jeans and stuff. I'm just a man. You see what I'm saying? Like, girls be like, I'm just a girl. I'm just a man. I like to be simple. I don't need
Very.
to have, yeah, like people will buy a white shirt that costs $1,000 instead of just going to Hanes or Fruit of the Loom. Like, we both got white on, my boy. Like, don't matter. That was one thing. Shout out Jose. That was one thing Jose told me. He was like, bro, some dudes think they gotta buy all these fancy clothes to get the girl or whatever. And he was like, bro, you got the same jeans on, the same shirt on that he got on. It's just a different brand, maybe without a logo. But he was like, you got clothes just like him. He like, all you gotta do is talk to the girl. That's it. Like, I feel like this generation even got it worse than when we grew up. Cause can imagine, like, if I had a kid right now who was in school, I know that they would be like, most likely come home talking about, oh, I want this, this, and that. Cost hundreds and thousands. And you a kid in school, but it's bad these days, man. They designered up. 10
I
years
think it's
old.
worse. I think it's worse now because when we were in school, it was like people would compare you to each other, but now they're comparing each other to the whole world because the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, look at what this kid got on, or that kid, or So it's a different level of like Brown Deer, for example. I think the high school had 400 students, something like that. So you're
Yeah, it
comparing
went
yourself.
big.
That's what I'm saying. 400 people, 200 guys, however the math plays out, compared to millions on the internet. It's impossible to compare, and you'll never be on top. So it's a toxic cycle to say the least.
You don't got to keep up with the Joneses. Quote of the day. You don't got to keep up with the Joneses.
There we go. We appreciate that. I got a couple basketball questions for you. Nothing crazy. I'll be brief. But the first question is, who has made more free throws in their career, Shaq or Curry?
Shaq.
There we go. Shaq has 5,900 pretty much, and Curry has a little over 4,000, which is surprising, but it's not. They were doing hack and Shaq at one point, but this is made, so it's like him making free throws wasn't his strong suit either, so it is a little surprising. The next question, it says when Melo was 30 when Joel Embiid entered the league in 2014. Who's played more games, Melo from years 12 to 19 or Joel Embiid for his whole career?
Melo.
This one I don't do the true or false. I don't make this hard enough for you. Yeah, you're correct. Melo did. Can you guess the amount of games?
Because you go off the Instagram Explore page that everybody has liked already.
Oh, you like that video?
That's why.
Did you like that video?
I just saw a picture where it said it literally had the years Melo played, what you just said, to what Joel Embiid, and there was a difference, bro. Like,
what I saw was a video.
I can't remember the game difference though.
I saw it was a video. Oh, it's 470 to 452. I wish I knew. Joel Embiid came in the league
20 to 452, so that would have been 20 if it was even. So that's 18 game difference.
Yeah, so that's horrible. He's been in the league 11 years. He came in 2014.
We talked about him enough on the podcast. I don't want to give him no more time, bro. I think he should retire. I don't like when people do this.
Okay, this is my last question. If Curry missed his next, I don't know if you've seen this.
I haven't seen this one.
Okay, if Curry missed his next 500 threes, who would have a higher three-point percentage? Him or Ray Allen? Think about it carefully.
Yeah. I don't even know what Ray Allen's is. I know Steve Kerr got the best of all time. So I'm going to just say...
What's Steve Kerr's?
I don't know. You know I ain't going to know that number. I know he got the best of all time. So I'm going to just say... Ask it again because I got to figure out how to answer it.
If Curry missed his next 500 threes, who would have a higher three-point percentage? Him or Ray Allen?
Him or Ray Allen? I just say him still.
You're correct. It says, allegedly, that is a crazy stat. Allegedly, and he's not missing his next 500. His three-point percentage is at 42.8%. If he missed, his next 500, it would be at 40.1%. Ray Allen's all-time is 40% even.
Steve Kerr's career three-point percentage in the NBA is 45.4%. This makes him the most accurate. This makes him the most accurate three-point shooter in NBA history. Yeah, he was the best because that's why they've talked about it. Like now he's the coach of Steph, who's the best three-point shooter ever. He was the best three-point shooter by percentage ever.
Yeah, that's crazy. 45% is an actual crazy percent. I did not know that. He's really close to 50. Yeah, Steph is 42.8 according to this.
In 1989 to 90 season, he had 50% three-pointers. In 1994 to 95, this for the whole season, obviously, he had, his percentage for three-pointers was 52.4%. And the next following year, he had 51%. And then in 1990 to 2000, he had another 51. So 1, 2, 3, 4 times he's averaged over 50% for the year with three-pointers. That's insane.
No, that is insane for real. I didn't know he was like that. Ray is second all time for threes, right? I believe so.
No, not anymore.
Who's second?
What's his name? I think James Harden.
Oh, really? What? You're right. Oh, wow. Well, geez Louise. Gee Willikers. Oh, yeah. This is, I don't know if you can say. Well, never mind. Ray Allen used to be number one.
What were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to say the gap between 1 and 2 is just that. It's probably even bigger for James Harden, if I'm being honest, but like the gap between 1 and 2 is just that big. He can miss 500 and he would still be ahead of Ray Allen for percentage. And he shoots threes all the time, bro. He's just nice like that. He's getting double teamed, bro.
And literally, Steph Curry has 4,058 made threes. James Harden has 3,175. He's almost 1,000 behind Steph Curry in threes made, and he's second right now. But Ray Allen may even fall even farther than 3. All time eventually.
100%.
People are gonna come.
100%.
But Dame Lillard got 28. He's about 1,000 behind Ray Allen.
100.
So
he's 100.
I mean, yeah, not 1,000. He's 100 behind, so he'll probably pass that up
which is
next
nothing.
season,
Yeah, which is
which is
nothing.
nothing. Klay Thompson is only about 300, so he'll pass that maybe in the next 2 seasons,
Yes.
possibly. If he has a
Dang.
hey, with Klay Thompson having a new role on the Mavs with the team they built, he could pass it this year. He goes back to the old Klay Thompson shooting. You know what I mean? He's dating Meg Thee Stallion now. Looks like he got a little extra motivation. You know what I'm saying? They say thick thighs save lives, so we'll see if it saves his. We don't know, but this could be a good year for Klay Thompson, or it could be
And
another year where he just does
what's the
nothing.
quote of the week again?
I'm trying to keep up with the Joneses. There's no need to, bro. No need. Don't keep up with them. Bye.
Make sure to like, comment, share with everybody you know, and subscribe.